Welcome to our web session which is about lightweight project management for small and mid-sized projects. Welcome to the META-INF Atlassian Day. My name is Andreas Haaken from Germany, from Aptis, and I'm going to show you how we are doing this lightweight project management with some of our tools. So what you see first is I'm going to do a short introduction into Aptis. Then I will tell a little bit about our apps and something about lightweight project management. Then I'm going to have a showcase in our live system, and then we'll have a Q&A session where I can answer your questions. So, introducing Aptis, we are founded as e-training provider for Volkswagen in 2014. And then we started developing apps for the Atlassian marketplace, which happened then in the early 2015. In 2016, we became Atlassian Expert, now called Solution Partner. These are the things that we are doing in the Atlassian context. And this is a short overview of the plugins that we have. We have a small company with around 20 people at the moment. And we are emerging, and happily we're getting contact with that. Okay. So let's talk about lightweight project management. Many projects are very large, are complex projects, or long-running projects, or they are difficult to handle. But for all these projects, there are a lot of solutions available to solve this scale of projects. So for the large projects, as Jira itself is designed, there are a lot of tools around that help you solving these problems and getting an overview of the complexity. But many projects are not that big. They're small. Then they are short running or not complicated, just a few people involved, or have almost no dependencies to each other. So these projects are more easy to handle, but they still require some features that Jira is able to deliver, which is overview or delegation. These projects have a need for automation or for workflows, or in short words, small short projects should be like issues. And this is there's no need for oversized tools. So you don't need, for many projects, you don't need that much tools. You don't need that very heavy configurable oversized tools that are expensive and deliver much more than you actually need for your small projects. Then this is where Epic SumUp comes into play. Epic SumUp is a tool that adds some functionality to your Jira system to visualize certain values at one glance inside your epics or containers or subtasks, and gives you an overview of the things that are inside. So one of the most valuable features is the summary panel, which is looking like this. And on the summary panel, you can see an overview of all values at once. So the summary panel aggregates not just the time or story points, or at in this case, status category. You can add any other progress bars you want to summarize values that you want to show or want to see in one view. And it is a part of the Jira issue view, so you have the summary panel in every issue just at your side. You can define budgets for each value separately, so you can define budgets for time, story points, business value, or whatever you want. And there is a comment and attachment summary available in the summary panel. So this rolls up every comment or attachment from the issues below that are in this issue or the issues inside. So in terms of stories of an epic or subtasks of the stories of an epic, and the comment fields are searchable. So If you are looking for certain comments somewhere in your project, just use that summary and you can find that very easily. This works not just for epics or containers. Containers is another feature of Epic Summer, which allows you to define every issue work like epics in terms of having the container functionality. This works for any issue. So if you're interested in having an overview of what values are aggregated in your subtask, this works for plain issues too. And in the actual new version, we support portfolio hierarchies. This means that we are supporting the parent link, and the parent link works as a container configuration, just like the epics do, and or a container functionality. If you click on any of these progress bars, then there is a drill down view. So if you have a progress bar with an aggregated value, you might be interested in knowing what's inside and what's the underlying values. So you just click on that progress bar, and if you do so, it opens up this view. And in this view, you have an overview of everything what is inside this progress bar in a hierarchy display. And what you can see right here is you see every issue that is beyond that root issue that you're looking at. You can customize your view to your needs. So choose which values and which columns should be displayed for you or for your users in the complete system. And of course, if you are working at this stage, you can edit all values inline. So this, in terms of project management, you're able to have an overview and an editable overview of your complete project. Yeah, and of course you have all the issue actions just by your side and just from clicking on the progress bar. This is a short way for accessing all the relevant issues that are belonging to that context in terms of projects or epics. And this gives you a maximum flexibility and easiness to handle your projects. And now I'm going to switch over to a demo section and show you how this is handled in our systems, and give you a live demo. This is our demo system, and this is a regular backlog, as you might know it already. And what you see on the left side is the list of epics that are handled in this project, and I've selected the epic number 2, which is called Epic as a Project, number 20 with the key number 25. And in this epic, there are 2 issues located. So this is what you might know, but what you see here is there are 3 issues. One is completed, and these are the 2 uncompleted ones. And there is an estimate of 38 story points. This is what you can see from the backlog. And what you then see is there are subtasks. In this issue, there are 3 subtasks, and in this one, there are also 3 subtasks. So this is what you regularly know. But if you go to the epic screen, to the issue screen of the epic, you see these are the 3 issues. One of them is already done, and the other 2 are not done. They're in progress, or even not even started. But what you cannot see is, for instance, how many story points are handled by these tasks. How many time did you already track on these issues, or other subtasks below that? So this is a lack of information, and then with Epic SumUp, you're able to we add this summary panel at the side, and this is the summary panel for this epic. The summary panel is always related to the root issue, which is the actual issue that you're looking at. So what you see right here is we have a progress bar for time, we have one for status category, attachment, comments, completed issues, business value, budgets, or in this case, story points. And every progress bar is able to be clicked on. So if I click on this progress bar, it opens up the detail view, which gives you an overview of the structure actually. And in this task, there are some subtasks that what we have seen on the backlog already. And these are the values and the status and everything that you might know. And what you can do right here is change the values just inline. So if I want to add here 2 story points, I can do it just from here, which is a smart way to edit everything which is related to that API context just on one side. If you want to change the layout, you can do it by this one. You can define global layouts, or in this case, I have predefined some layouts that we're using a lot, and this is and this gives me the ability to change all the values and columns that we want to see right here. The same is going on if I work with time. And then in this case, I have the different progress bars spread up, and if I collapse them, and I get the original progress bar again. What I can see here is a budget value, and the budget value in relation to the estimated remaining and log time adds this needle to the progress bar, which gives you a very easy way to budget your projects in terms of time or any numerous value which is available at your project. You can easily customize your summary panel by adding any value which could be based as a progress bar in that you want. So if I can just add another progress bar and another budget value for that progress bar, and then I got a new progress bar added to the summary panel. This makes it quite easy to handle it. You don't need an administrator to do all this stuff. What we see right here is the attachment and comments summary. If I click on them, I get the list of all comments of all issues inside my epic, which is very, very easy to find out. So if there were some requirements or something like this, you can just find it by searching all your comments at once for the particular context that's important. Yes. What we have then here is if I use the Epic SumUp summary panel and the progress bars from here, I can put them into custom fields like this one. And if I put them into custom fields, I can display them maybe as a list on the dashboard. And this is a very likely liked overview for CEOs, because you can see an overview of all your projects, their actual progress, and how they are related to the budget. So, and if I click on one of them, I get my drill down view again. Which gives me the opportunity to come from an overview dashboard and then go into detail and edit everything that is important or relevant in this case. And this does not just work on the dashboards with filter sets. You have to add the gadget that we deliver with Epic SumUp, because the original gadget does not allow you to render custom fields with HTML content. But this works on any other board as well. So in this case, we have a Kanban board, which is showing all projects, which gives you some kind of an overview Kanban project board, and we call it like this. And by doing this, I can handle my projects just from a top level view. And if I want to drill down and see what's inside of the project, I just click on one of the progress bars, and then I get everything just at my hand, so that I can edit, define, collapse, uncollapse, and delegate, or whatever I want to do in terms of having my project scope in this case. Yes, and here this is a shortly created demo project, and what you see right here is there is an issue type called from project called project, and I have defined that project issue type has container functionality. because I don't want to use Aptis for customer projects, and so I defined my own issue type, and this adds this container issue panel at the center of the screen. By doing this, I can just add one or more tasks. So I add task number 3, or I add task number 4, as you are used to create all this stuff. And task number 5. And all these tasks can be could be several steps in the projects or phases or whatever you want. You are even with Apex SumUp, you're even able to add another layer of organization in terms of certain part-time projects or whatever you want. And then I go to this one and open it up, and then I can go with my development team or with whoever works on the project and create these estimations. So let's say this one is 30 hours. The next one is 3 days. This one is 1 week. For instance, this is 2 hours, and task number 5 is 3 weeks in total. So what I can see right here now is if I aggregate everything, I get my estimation aggregated and my log time. And as a project manager, I would like to at this stage I would like to count everything together and create some proposal for my customer. And in this case, let's say we have an estimated time of 260 hours. So what I'm doing as a project manager is that I'm going to recognize the original estimates from my team, and then I create some budget. So in this case, there is likely no risk that this time can be used more than the original estimation. But on this task, I know, okay, 24 hours, that might be some kind of a risk. I give it 28 hours as a budget for the team, so that they have some buffer and handle the risk in this. And this is likely the 40 hours thing, and I add another day just to be sure. This is 2 hours, which is quite safe to use, and then we have 120 hours. This is a risk, so I put 150 hours inside of it. By doing this, I got my time budget aggregated in 258 58 hours. And this is something that I could write on my proposal then, and so the customer gets this as a proposal value, and we know that we are working with this one, and the risk is added just as a view for us. This is relevant because if I would go up and change the estimated values, for the team they get a lack of information what they have originally estimated, and this makes it more difficult to handle. So having this as a budget value is a good way to define how long can they take. So this is in case if you're working with time. You can do the same, of course, with story points. And even for story points, there is a way to define a budget for story points. I haven't done this in this case, but you can do this for every other value that is aggregated in a custom in a progress bar, like here. And if things are going on, the project is growing. You see how these values are counted, and I'm show you this if I log work to it. Let's say I'm doing 1 day today, like this, and then I see this is the green part. I have logged some time. You can't see this at this overview, but if you click on this one, you see here there's the 8 hours that I've logged into the time. And what you see right here is if I'm going to log work like this one, and date started, I try to overbook this one, 2 weeks. Yes. So, and what you see right here is if I've booked way too many time to that project, which makes this one looking red. But if I aggregate everything, I'm still under my budget in this case. So this is if I have a mixed calculation for times in an overview, I can use this very easily to handle my projects and see when things are running out of scope or time or something like this. Yeah, this is a very easy way to handle lightweight projects. We are working in this style every day. We can handle even larger projects with this. Other areas to use this is we use releases as projects, and that are done. They are done as with containers too. Because it's a very easy way to see and aggregate everything just at your point. Okay, so this is. I want to stop at this point and give you the opportunity to ask some questions in the next Q&A session. Yes, this was the short showcase for how to do lightweight project management. And I just want to, before we come to the Q&A section, I just want to mention that two other plugins from our development. The first one is the Smart Multi-Time Tracking system, which adds an easy handling time tracker, which recognizes all your work and all the issues that you're visiting all over the day, and allows you to track the time for you or for a complete team in meetings. And the next plugin is Share Your Jira, which is actually in refinement and will be updated soon in the marketplace. That allows you to share issues with aliens. Aliens are users without Jira access. And with Share Your Jira, you're able to share issues, define which values that can be seen by the users or by the recipients or the aliens. You can share filters. You define whitelists of which values are shown on these pages, and the view is going to be tracked so that you can see who has visited your shares and from which IP that they are coming. Use cases for that is release planning or dynamic bug lists or something like this. Yeah, if you want to want to have more info about these stories, use cases, just get in contact with me, scan this QR code or type in lead me meeting AH. This is my meeting link, or write me an email and or visit epicsumup.com for further information. There are a lot of ways to get in contact with me. If you want to know more about one of our plugins or anything else, just get in contact with me. I'm happy to answer your questions. And this leads me to the end of this presentation. And before we go to the Q&A section, I want to say thank you for everyone for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the short presentation. And see you soon then.